Hello, this is Riku558, and it's time for me to do a review of the Master Grade GNX-603T GNX, and it's from only the GNX is from first season. So it's the first season of Double O, and it basically shows up after that I forgot her name. The person who's been supporting the Gundam Meisters leaks out the information on how to make GN drives to just basically the Earth forces, and then they mass produce false GN drive mobile suits. So this is the first set of that group of mobile suits with the new fake GN drives, and this is it. So for colors, it's really just bland. I mean, I think it looks pretty nice as a color scheme, but it could use more bold colors, I guess, like more interesting colors. So basically it's white, a darker gray, and a lighter gray, and then purple for the top of the head and inside the chest, and that's it. So I'll just let you get a good view of him, because I did attempt to panel line, but like there's almost nothing to panel line here. I mean, there's something on the GN drive to panel line. Like, I panel lined the face, part of the arm is in gray, so it's harder to see. I just panel lined stuff that would pop out, like those lines here, and these lines here, and that line. Not much. So, for stickers, you only get actually one set of stickers for like the entire head. So it's basically just one stickers for all 4 eyes, and then 2 stickers for I'll show you it. One sticker for the top. Actually, it's 3 stickers, and 2 top for the top and bottom. And there's like replace that purple part. Let me continue reviewing. Also, I did panel line his little Vulcans. It's hard to see, there's a black dot in there. Okay, so that's it. So let me get him off the stand. And for articulation, it's pretty good, but it's still a GNX, so there's a lot of armor and such in the way. So the head, let me get on the ground. Let me get him in a good pose, actually. Okay, there. The head will go, okay, fall apart. Head will go up this far, down pretty far, because it's actually on 2 joints, ball joint in the head, and there's like a swivel joint peg right inside the neck, like so. It actually has a really interesting neck joint. I thought that was cool. Come on. Or fine, I'll leave you out. Not much of a deal. Not much of a big deal anyway. Anyways, the head will go. Let's see. First time having me test this thing. The head will go that far to the side because it just doesn't really go 360, but you don't need to go 360. And it'll go side to side this far. It's actually really posable. You can do the side to side motion and no forward and back. So it can go like this. Anyways, these little chest thingies are on a ball joint and a hinge. So you can wiggle on that ball joint and then swing on the hinge. And then they're actually kind of loose, so I try to keep them close to the body if possible. Okay, so the shoulders have this joint where you can move this thing forwards and back. So it goes forwards and backwards. It also goes, well, actually the arms don't do anything, but that was the shoulders. The arms will rotate 360. Go in and out of the body about that much. They'll go forward this much and backwards this much by just the arms, but you can make it go forward more or backwards more. with that shoulder joint. Arms will rotate below the shoulder, all the way around. Bend at the elbow, 2 points, but you can't bend it all the way because this giant bulky thing's in the way. And then the wrist is on the ball joint, and this thing's really loose, so you need to keep the hand farther in or else this guy will come out. But it's on the ball joint, so rotate and wiggle just a bit. Has that hinge so it can go out and fall off. And in, although I don't need it to. And then the hands have that peg. Also they have normal fingers with claws on them, which is really interesting. 3 fingers. The ring, middle, and pinky fingers are all attached, all on ball joints, so you can separate them. Index is separate, and ball joint, and same for the thumb. They can all rotate and such, except for the bottom 3. And then for the waist, there's a pretty interesting joint. There's actually like a double hinge inside the body, so it can go considerably far forward and pretty far back. So that's pretty good motion. And then also you can rotate at the waist all the way around. These things do move, but this one broke for me because it's such a weak joint. It actually uses this connector from the side skirts of the Exia master grade. Not the best idea, but they're reusing parts. So this thing goes in and out, and this is on a ball joint here, so it does rotate all the way around, and that's it. The hatch does lower, although I glued the action base thing here, so it can't go down very far. But you can open up this to see the pilot. I put in a Somo Pierres in there, and then you can just attach it back by a clip. These things are on ball joints, so they can go up and down, side to side, and wiggle. These things are on hinge joints, so they can go out for more movement, and they can fall off too. Oh yeah, there's nice detail in here, so I might panel line that. Oh, found more things to panel line. What do you know? This ass duster can open up and close, and the entire thing can move on a single hinge. And that's it. Okay, so for the legs, they can go forwards, sort of. I mean, barely anything because of all this intrusive armor. Alright, let's get you forward. Ah, you fell off. Why did you fall off? Well, that's as far as it goes for me. It's not very much at all. But then again, you're not going to have this guy kicking people, so it doesn't matter. But they can go backwards this far, and then they bend at one joint, just like the high grade, but I don't know if it's as good as this kind of a bend, but it only bends at one joint. And then that flap still opens up and such. And then this thing goes down on 2 hinge joints to reveal what will be a beam saber. So on the other leg I can show you it. See the beam sabers in there? But they're kind of loose, so it's kind of stupid. There's 2 joints in the ankles, so one in here and one here, so it can go side to side and rotate some, since there's all this armor. This armor panel goes up and down. This does up and down too. Puts on a ball joint, so it can rotate all the way around and wiggle. It has a fold-in joint right here, so it can fold. This has a little joint here, and the foot folds upwards and knocks armor off. And that's about it for articulation. I guess I'll make this 2 parts. I just did articulation, so the next part you'll see his weapons and accessories, and I'll give my final thoughts there too. So look forward to part 2.